In this presentation, I will talk about the caries classification that was established by our father in dentistry, G.v.black. G.v.black has not just given for the operative dentistry so much, but him with his son and colleagues like Edward Angle and W.J. Simon, they have established the principles of not just modern dentistry, because during the history of time, dentistry was not really a science, but because of them, and of course Fouchard, the French dentist before them, they are the pioneers in dentistry. They are the persons who are putting the dentistry that we are studying now. They have put the principles, they have put the basis for that. And he and his colleagues were teaching and studying also in the University of Northwestern University School of Dentistry. The university that I don't know until this moment why it has closed its doors. That university is the founder of dentistry. Anyways, G.v.black has classified the caries according to the place it affects the tooth, and as the following. Class 1 dental caries is the caries affecting the pits and fissures only in the occlusal, lingual, and buccal surfaces, including the buccal pits, of course, and the caries of the fissures of the lingual surface of anterior teeth, so that any occlusal surface of a posterior tooth or a buccal or a lingual surface of a posterior tooth or an anterior tooth affected by caries, that caries will be classified as a class 1 caries. Class 2 caries is the caries that affects the interproximal aspects of the tooth. But now we are confined to the posterior teeth only. Class 1 was for the posterior and the anterior teeth, but class 2 is for the interproximal surfaces of the posterior teeth only. And of course, because we will go for it, always enter for it from the occlusal surface, so that it will be either an MO, mesial occlusal caries, DO, distal occlusal caries, or MOD, or the mesial occlusal distal caries. The third class, which is the interproximal caries of the anterior teeth. When the interproximal surface of the anterior teeth is affected with caries, that would be a class 3 dental caries without affecting the incisal angle. Look at the upper right central incisor in this picture. It is not reaching the incisal angle, and that is the true class 3 dental caries. But if this carious lesion has reached the incisal angle, it would be a class 4 dental caries, like this picture. Oh, okay, the tooth is not distracted until the incisal angle, but I think if we do a preparation for the maxillary left central incisor, the incisal angle, of course, would be fractured or would be involved. Anyways, when the caries reaches the incisal angle, this would be a class 4 dental caries. Class 5 dental caries is the last class that was established by G.v.black, but it is the 5th class in our classification system. This class involves the carious lesions of the smooth surfaces of the buccal and lingual surfaces of the anterior and posterior teeth. I would like to indicate here that I said that the pits and fissures only on the buccal, lingual, and occlusal surfaces of the anterior and posterior teeth would be a class 1 dental caries. But if it was not a pit or a fissure caries, but it was a smooth surface caries on the buccal, lingual aspects of the anterior and posterior teeth, that would be a class 5 dental caries. The last classification, which is the class 6 dental caries, which was added by W.J. Simon in the 50s of the last century. This classification added to the G.v.black classification the class 6 dental caries, which is the caries affecting the pits and fissures on the cusp tips of the molars, premolars, and in canines, on the cusp tips only. And actually this type of caries is very tricky because it reaches the pulp horn so rapidly, leading to ungood results clinically. Anyways, this is the last classification that was put above the classification that was put by G.v.black. Thank you for improving yourself by listening to this presentation. Always try to know, spread knowledge, and construct the world. Always try to be kind to one another, and that is for the greatest